Well, a British minister's visit to Taiwan this week is drawing China's ire, prompting Beijing to call for an end to all official exchanges between the UK and the island.
中方坚决反对建交国同台湾地区进行任何形式的官方往来。一个中国原则是中英发展双边关系的政治基础。我们敦促英方切实尊重中国主权，恪守一个中国原则，停止与台湾开展任何形式的官方往来，停止向台独分裂势力发出错误信号。我们也要正告台湾当局，勾连外部势力，谋独注定失败。
British Trade Minister Greg Hands will meet President Tsai Ing-wen and co-host the 25th annual UK-Taiwan trade talks. The UK has no formal diplomatic ties with Taiwan, but it does maintain a de facto embassy in Taipei. Taiwan and Britain are both trying to get into the Comprehensive and Progressive Agreement for Trans-Pacific Partnership, or the CPTPP, which, for now, excludes China. We go to Ollie Barrett live in London. Ollie, that routine response from China, the Minister of Foreign Affairs, unlikely to affect what the UK will do. But the UK also sees how such visits can affect ties with China. They saw the recent visit by House Speaker Nancy Pelosi. Why is it going ahead with it anyway?
Yeah, London under no illusions about how this will be received in Beijing, but clearly happy to send a message about its commitment to its relationship with Taiwan. And then the other big part of this trip is clearly just about trade, just about economics and trying to do more trade with Taiwan in a number of areas. The statement from the UK government ahead of the trip says that this is a clear signal of the commitment to boosting UK-Taiwan trade ties. And the statement also says from the UK government that, like the UK, Taiwan is a champion of free and fair trade underpinned by a rules-based global trading system. One of the things that the UK wants to achieve is trying to remove some of the existing barriers to trade between the UK and Taiwan in a number of specific sectors, and it lists fintech, food and drink, pharma as well. The UK also talks about Taiwan's key role in global supply chains and therefore wanting to be able to use Taiwanese help and support to future-proof its own economy. On the other side of the trading coin, the UK wants to promote its own expertise. It says it has that expertise in things like offshore wind, hydrogen and electric vehicles. Renewables and science innovation are areas of key collaboration as well with Taiwan. And it's those elements when it comes to trade that the UK hopes that this trip can boost. But as I say, the UK also under no illusions about the message that it's sending by sending a minister.
All right, given that the UK is under no such illusions and it's early days yet, what does this tell us about Prime Minister Rishi Sunak's approach to China?
Well, it's very early evidence that Rishi Sunak is OK with the idea of angering Beijing with its policy over Taiwan. One of the key things that we're now therefore going to be looking out for in the weeks ahead is the UK's integrated review, that broad policy when it comes to all things security and national security around the world. That is getting an update at the moment, and UK officials are saying that that integrated review refresh will be done by the end of the year. So we certainly are talking about in the weeks ahead. And when that refreshed integrated review comes up, it will have a key section on China. Now, we don't know exactly where Rishi Sunak's administration is going to land on this. We do know that Liz Truss's short-lived premiership was going to toughen some of the language and the stance when it comes to China and its perception here in the UK as a threat in many ways on the global stage, but also to UK interests. There are some reports that Rishi Sunak's government may take a slightly softer approach than Liz Truss was planning to, but may take a slightly harder approach than that we saw when Boris Johnson was in power. As I say, very much remains to be seen, but this trip to Taiwan, an early indication, as I say, that Rishi Sunak is prepared to attract criticism and anger from Beijing when it comes to the issue specifically of Taiwan.
Oh, thanks. Ollie Barrett speaking live to us there from London.